Hello and welcome to this very interesting clip, and this time we're talking about the Red Book. This is the book that your baby gets given when the baby's born in the hospital, and we advise for you to keep this book for as long as is necessary. You might even need to keep it as long as up until the time they go to university, because some universities will want to know what childhood immunizations they had when they were babies. So my advice is to keep it for as long as possible. Okay, so the particular focus today, it would be on the growth charts. I always advise parents that when any professional weighs their babies or does any sort of measurement, even if it's the weight or the length or the head circumference, it's good to record it at the back of the Red Book. So if you open the Red Book, just get familiarized with this Red Book. It's got really good information, health information about your child. Okay, so I'm focusing today on the growth charts. So if you turn to the back of the Red Book, at the back you would see some pages like this. The blue obviously is for boys and the pink would be for girls. Okay, so the Red Book has these pages at the back. When your baby's length or weight or head circumference gets measured by any health professional, my advice is always get them to record it on this grid at the back. Okay, the date and when it was measured and what the measurements were at the back. Okay, so we're going to talk about the plotting, the growth charts. These charts were put together by the World Health Organization, and it shows if your baby was born from 32 weeks, that's preterm baby from 32 weeks, you would use these charts. But if your baby was born, say after 39 weeks, you could use the normal weight charts, which is at the front here. So for preterm babies, you would use these ones, and the following pages you would use for baby who were born much later than 32 weeks, okay? And some parents would ask me, what do these charts mean? So they sometimes would see the health visitor putting a little dot by where the measurement is. Say, for example, if the baby weighed 4.5 kilograms at 4 weeks of age, they would plot it here. And they're like, what does that mean? What does that dot mean? And what do the centiles mean? So if your baby weighs 4.5 or weighed 4.5 grams, which is a big baby, really. Okay, let's say 4 kilograms. If your baby weighed 4 kilograms at birth and your baby was plotted on the 50th centile, for example, that means that if you take the first 100 babies who were born at the same time, same date as your baby, 50% of those babies weighed heavier than 4.5 kilograms. And 50% of those babies weighed less than 4.5 kilograms, which means your baby is right in the middle. Your baby is not too big for the birth weight, not too small for the birth weight. And as time goes on, those weight centiles will change. They might go slightly up. For example, if your baby was born in the 50th centile, just find a page that's relevant to that. Okay, let's say if your baby was born on the 50th centile, okay? If your baby was born on the 50th centile, the weight might go up in centile or down in centile as the baby grows older, okay? That simply means that 50 children who were born the same time, same date as your baby, weighed higher than your baby, and 50% or 50 babies weighed less than your baby. That's all it means. So the centile is taking 100 children and comparing where your child sits in the centile chart. Hope that makes sense. But if in doubt, please DM me or contact your health visitor. And if you find this useful, please like it and share. Okay, till next time.